All right. Hello, everyone. We are here. Sorry, we're coming at you in the middle of the day, but we wanted to get information out, and we know that this gets recorded and we can play it over and over and over and over again. But we want to talk a little bit about our fundraiser and Cherrydale, which is Cherrydale, and just get everyone to kind of know what's going on. You hear it from us. And again, we know it's hard in the middle of the day at 12:38 in the afternoon to get on this, but we wanted to get you some information just because Cherrydale came out. We had Hurricane Ian, and we have lots of people on the West Coast that are struggling right now. But we wanted to at least talk about the fundraiser a little bit and just move forward from that. We did get an extension as far as the date, but just a few days. So just letting you know. But we're going to move forward. Ladies, do you want to say hello?
Hi, everyone. Oh, she's muted.
Yeah.
I think you're muted, Rosalind.
Hi.
Good. Yay, we can hear you. Yay. So we're all here. We're going to kind of try to go through it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use my principal hat a little bit, but then also my parent hat, because, you know, this is new to me as well, having a kindergartner. So let's talk about Cherrydale. This is what the envelope looks like. You should have received it not last Friday, the Friday before, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
So then we had Monday off, and then for a holiday, and then Tuesday we were at school, and then Hurricane Ian came, and then Friday we were at school, and our weekend has just flown by. So we want to talk a little bit about it today. So the first thing I did, because, you know, I learned from these two ladies, but the first thing I did was I got my envelope and I took out, and please, ladies, jump in at any time, but I took out the packet of paper that you get. But the number one thing is the one that has the goats on it, our goats. So these are fun prizes that your child will get. We're going to go into that. But when you open this up, it gives you some information of just fun prizes for your child that they can get, which is awesome. And this is really what gets them involved. But the more important part is the letter. It looks like this. This is the letter that tells you step by step what you should be doing. We do have it in English and in Spanish, but what you should be doing and what parts you need to do. Yes. So this is the first thing you actually need to look at. And the first thing you are going to do is you're going to register yourself at www.shopfund.com. And I am going to add a screen. We're going to see. I'm going to try to share my screen with you so you can see this letter in color. Sorry, I am going to share screen. We want this one. All right. So I'm going to zoom in.
Awesome.
So this is the letter we're talking about. We're good, ladies? You good with this, that I'm showing this?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So really what you need is under this black line. And this is really what it tells you to do. So the first thing to participate is you're going to register at www.shopfund.com. My cursor is underneath there. And then once you register your child, you put your child's name, and then of course, HL Johnson PTO, that is the name of our fundraiser. So you will see that it'll pop up, and then it'll ask you if you want to share. Yes, go ahead, Katie.
If you start typing H, make sure you put the period after H and L. It wants that. And then the name of the school should auto-populate once you start searching for the school, but it wants those periods between H and L, so those are important.
Yes, thank you. Yes, H.L. Johnson PTO, I believe is exactly what it says. But just like she said, the minute you put that HL Johnson pretty much pops up. And so right then and there, you can share once you register. So one of the things I did is I shared it. Go ahead, Rosalind.
Sorry. When you register, you want to register as a parent. And if you have multiple students, then on your parent profile, you can actually add each of your students on there so you can keep track of both of their dashboards. And that will be available to you on that Shop Fund. You can go in as a parent and seller, just register as the parent, and then there'll be a spot where you can actually add your children in.
Right.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So, excellent, especially if you have more than one child, and you may. And so, so this is a great way to have just one login for everyone. We want this to be as easy as possible. We also want you to know this is our largest fundraiser at HL Johnson. This fundraiser does so much for us and really helps us throughout the entire year, from different activities for our children and our students, and then also for teacher appreciation or any funding that we may need that we just don't get as a school district for our extra things. So this is all for extra. And HL Johnson, we like to go above and beyond. We want to have fun, and we want our students to love to be here. So so this is really what helps us afford these different things. So once you log in and you add in your children, you're also going to need to know their homeroom teacher's name. So make sure you know their homeroom teacher's name. And then from there, you can share it. You can email, you can text it, you can share on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Instagram, all of the social media areas. You can do that. And I would just do that, because your child, by people clicking on the link, they get some different participation. And that's what makes it fun for your child. And then, not to mention, it just spreads the news that we're here and we're doing this fundraiser. They're in the fundraiser. So once you do those two things, so you register your child or children under the same one, and then you share it on social media, on email, on text to different people. And then from there, there's a few different things. So number one, of course, you can shop online. Your envelope did also come with different catalogs, so you can shop online for those for these items. And there actually are more items online than there are in these catalogs. But if you want to give the paper version, there's also an order form, and I'm going to unshare for a moment. Stop sharing. There's also an order form. It has some yellow on it. And that's if you want to give that out when you see your family and friends over the weekend, things like that, or Wednesday, you can do that as well. And you need to collect the money. And this is all due by October 13th. So we did get an extension. It says October 10th on the paperwork, but we did receive an extension due to us being off last week. So the 13th, which is actually the same day as our trunk or treat. Just some extra fun that we're having here at HL Johnson. We'll get to that in a minute, but we do want to let you know that you can turn this in, and this is due on the 13th. Everything online automatically goes, no problem. You don't have to count money. This one, you have to count money and turn this in, which we will take, and that will be due by the 13th. And I would put it in the same exact envelope that you have, and then you put it in your yellow folder. So moving forward from there. Of course, there's tons of good stuff. The cookies are amazing. And actually, over the last 2 days, we were fortunate enough to be safe, thank goodness. And last week when we had the 2 days off, but I still had one more box of Cherrydale cookies, and I actually cooked them. So I don't really cook much. So if that's what you call cooking. But they were excellent. It tastes just like homemade cookies. But there's lots of good things to buy. But let's say, hey, I don't need any of this. I don't want any of this. I want to help the school, of course, but I don't need or want to buy any of the things in here. There's also a place on that dashboard, or when your family and friends click the link, that you can just donate to the school if you would like to do that, where you're not buying products that you may or may not need, but just telling you that is an extra option. I know I actually text the ladies this weekend because I had a family member ask me that, and I was like, I know there's something, but I can't remember, and they told me about that. So so there is an opportunity to do that as well. Did I miss something?
Nope. I just wanted to reiterate the donations. Your student will get credit for those as well. It is for every $20 that is donated, that is considered one item sold. So that, again, those goats and all the prizes on there, it's based on the number of items sold. So whether it's through the donations or, purchasing, from the catalogs, your student will get the credit. And then if you look on the goat flyer, it tells you how many, items you need to sell for that specific product. We do have on hand the popper bracelets for those that register. We also have the goats on hand, And every time your student sells the items, there's different tiers that sell 2, sell 5, etc. Sell 7. Every time they do, they will get a goat prize. As far as the other prizes on the form, the slime and the goat sound keychain, those will actually be sent from Cherrydale with your products and shipped to the school at the same time. So those we will not be passing out. They will come with your products to the school. And then we will go ahead and set up a time and coordinate for everyone to pick up their items here on campus.
Can you show the coupons that they need to cut out and turn into their teachers, Crystal, there on that paper?
Yes. Okay. So again, I'm going to have my parent hat on for a moment. But first of all, my child looks at all these goats, and they're actually keychains. They're actually keychains. And so last year they were they were pigs. Last year they were pigs. The year before that, I believe they were cows. Last year they were pigs, and every kid had to have the keychains. So this was a big deal in my home. And so we're already trying to guess which one we're going to get first. But on the back of this, the one that looks like this, there are coupons almost. Okay. And so what we do is, which we've sold 2 things. So we've registered. First, register online is the green one. So you register online, you put your child's name, you put the teacher's name, and then you sign that, yes, we've done this, we've registered online. You cut this out. I put mine in an envelope. You can put yours in a Ziploc. You can put it in the yellow folder. Teachers are looking for this. I like to put an envelope because I put his name on it, the teacher's name. And then I put that first one in. I've already cut it out. Then once you sell 2 items, then you can do the second one. Sell 5 items is the third, 10 is the fourth, and then 15 is the last one. So you're actually going to cut those out and turn them in as you go along to make sure that your child gets one of the keychains.
So for the tickets, each ticket they get a goat.
Yes.
Is that correct, Rosalind?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's how they get the goat keychains, is they have to turn in the little coupon tickets.
Correct. And then the plus side is they get all of those goats. But if they sell 30 items, they actually get a package with every single goat in there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
To know. So just to show you. So the first thing is your pop-it bracelet. And it also is a keychain, but it is also a bracelet. So they can wear it or put it on their backpack. And this is the first thing just for registering. You don't have to sell anything at all. Your child gets this automatically. And then they get the goats. So if you sell 2 items, your child will get a goat that looks like this in a bag. We're not sure which one.
It's a blind bag. It's like a surprise. They don't know what they're doing.
And it makes it even more fun because they're so excited to see what goat. And like I said, my son and I were predicting which one he was going to get first. We just like to have a little extra fun with it. So they get this. I'm going to open this. You guys okay with this?
Do it. Let's see which one you get.
Oh my goodness, which one? I really, just to let you know, the one I told my son is this one, sorry, with the boxing glove. It's called The Greatest. So of course, greatest of all time, goat. So that's the one I'm rooting for. Cannon is not rooting for that one. I believe he liked the groovy one. Of course, he wants the groovy goat. But anyway, let's open it up and let's see. So our kiddos, once we turn that in, they open up their package. It's easy, pinch, pinch, pull. And then they get, oh my God. Yay.
That's so much you wanted. I love it.
Sorry, look how cute this
so
is.
Cute.
So cute. So anyway, The Greatest, and it's kind of like Muhammad Ali a little bit, which I love too. But you just put this right in their backpack, and then they all love showing off that they have their goats, which is so fun.
They can use the pop-it thing to attach them to also. Yeah, they can use it however they want, but that was, they said they can put them all together, put them, however they want. But listen, anything pop-it, anything keychains, it's like the greatest thing ever.
It really is. They love them.
Yes.
So just again, we do have the fundraiser. We know that last week was a rough week for all families and in the state of Florida. And we know that a lot of us have been affected in some way or another with family members or friends that live over there on the west coast of Florida that have really been a part of Hurricane Ian, even though we're all affected in some way. But just know that we understand that their times are tough. But I also want to let you know that this is our largest fundraiser, and this does fund a lot of things that we do here at H.L. Johnson. So it is important to us. And it's just something, if you could at least get the word out. We understand not everyone can buy. We understand not everyone can donate. But remember, just registering, your child will be a part of it. And then if we can do more, that would be amazing and awesome. But we also have some prizes and competitions. Would you call it?
Yes.
And you guys really know the bulk, but I'm going to say some things and then you add in or jump in. Okay.
Yes, go for it.
All right. So the first thing, if we're doing like a competition this week, if the entire class roster registers and shares. So it would be register and share, and when they have to click the link to share. So you would need at least one person to click the link if you share it via text, email, or on social media platforms. By Thursday at 2 p.m., the classes that have the entire class roster that did this will win Ritas on Friday, like free Ritas on Friday.
Free Ritas.
Amazing. So that's the entire class. So the entire class has to register, and the entire class has to have at least one share. So what does that mean? Someone has to click on their link. Each link is identified with the registration. And so we know exactly whose link are clicked the most based on the registration.
Right. Once you register and you fill out all the information for your student, there will be on your dashboard, easy buttons to be able to share, and there'll be a section for sharing. And there will be like a Facebook button, an email button. What am I missing? Twitter. What are the other ones?
Instagram.
So there's buttons there that make it easy for you to share your child's link for their dashboard, so that if someone clicks on it, then they would be purchasing from your student. But they do need to click that link. So you just sharing it to Facebook doesn't count. So you got to ask the friends, hey, go in there and click my link for me, because then that's what counts in the system as being shared.
Yes. So that's our first thing. So that is the first competition.
Free Ritas.
Has to be by Thursday, this Thursday, by 2 p.m. That way we can calculate everything and get ready for Friday for Ritas. But the entire class has to register and share. So at least one share, meaning someone clicked the link. Then the entire class wins free Ritas for Friday, which is a big deal around here. So
very exciting.
So that is just registering and sharing, and that's no buying yet. But of course, we need that to help us at H.L. Johnson. And then I don't have all the details on this one, but there is going to be a competition. And ladies, you want to talk about the competition?
So we're going to all the way to the 13th, right? So then we are going to have a competition for, it was the class that has the most sales.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The class that has the most sales is going to get a cookie ice cream party. Right.
Yeah. So
we have incentive for the class who has the most sales, like the number of items sold. Right?
Yes.
You missing something, Rosalind?
Nope. Yeah, that's the incentive for the students, but the teachers also have an incentive.
Right. Yes. The teacher, there is a front row parking spot up for grabs for the teacher.
Yes, the cookie spot
has some sales.
Yes, so they get priority parking right up front.
Mm-hmm.
They, park right by the sidewalk, walk in. They have to cross the road just to the main office. But yes, there's a big cookie. You get the fundraising parking spot for the rest of the year based on this fundraiser, and the total sold in your class. So that is a big incentive for the teacher. Our students will get that cookie ice cream sandwich dessert, because of course this is truly a cookie fundraiser. And like I said, I cooked them this weekend, my last box that I cooked, but it's just, again, funds. This is the majority of our fundraising. We do a lot of things here. Yes, we have the winter holiday shop. Yes, we have book fair, things like that. But but those things are more so that our children get to participate in, and they get to have fun. They get to either shop for you or they get to buy a book that they like. But this is the majority of our fundraising that happens, to be able to do the lots of fun activities that we have here at HL Johnson, also to buy some things that are above and beyond. For example, second grade, if you have a child in second grade right now, and first and kindergarten, their things are coming up very soon. But just an example is we bought incubators for every second grade class, so they see the entire life cycle of chickens and different types of chickens throughout the entire year. So those are things that are above and beyond our curriculum, but we like to teach, as well as supporting all of our green initiatives. So all of our hydroponics, our food forest, all of those things are through this type of fundraising, so that our students get to participate in. And even if your child is not in the club, we house everything in the cafeteria so they can see everything happening. And when we actually get to taste the different types of food that we grow, your child participates in that if we grow enough. So, and remember, we're trying to go from food to cafeteria here at HL Johnson and make that a major piece of what we do here, because it's just so much to be said about learning how to grow food, and then just learning how to grow lots of different items and create sustainability, which is very important to HL Johnson.
Yes, very much so. This is definitely a very important fundraiser for the school, for PTO, for everything that we do here at HL Johnson. And we just want to make sure that everyone knows, really how incredibly important it is for the school, because I feel like maybe, people were like, oh, it's some, wrapping paper cookies, but really it is a very important fundraiser. And it really allows us to do the majority of the things that we're able to do every year.
Yay. Did we leave anything out?
I was trying to think. I don't think so. Do you want to talk about trunk or treat a little bit?
Yes, I would love to talk
about.
I
wanted to mention Unwrap the Waves too.
Yes, go for it. I'm going to bring up some things to show.
So since we're getting...
Before you start, if anybody has any questions at any time, please feel free to comment, and then we will address your questions throughout the live stream.
Yes, for sure. We have, since we're officially into candy season, we have one of our big green initiatives and things that we participate here in at HL Johnson is Unwrap the Waves, which is through the Loggerhead Marine Life Center. It's something that they do each year to try to keep the wrappers and plastics and things like that out of the ocean. So we collect candy wrappers. So all the different candies that might be trickling into your home, make sure you keep your candy wrappers for us. And we will be putting more information out about that, and then you'll send it in with your student. We also will have lots of collection areas at Trunk or Treat for those candy wrappers, but mainly just start saving your candy wrappers for us. We also, there is a competition with all the area schools, and if you win, you get the opportunity to name your very own sea turtle. So we love that. And it's a really good, sort of green initiative, and something that we always participate in here at HL.
Yes, and if you could, something that helps us with that, because we're supposed to count the wrappers, which is hard. So when you put it in a Ziploc, if you could keep a count for us, that helps us a lot, because there are a lot of candy wrappers that come in.
Yes, please count your candy wrappers before you turn them in, and put that count on the front of your bag, like just, with a Sharpie on your bag. And then that way it helps us overall count, because we have to turn in a count at the end of the collection. I think that it ends in November, though, I believe.
Right.
Yes, in November. But we just like everyone to start collecting now, because we want to win.
Yes, definitely. And we have a busy month, because we have a busy month every month. But we are getting more and more back to normal and being the community school that we want to be and that we are. So just make sure that you're keeping an eye on our calendar, because that's really important, of all the different things, and stay really on top of what we have going on this month. And with that, we are bringing back Trunk or Treat, which we're super excited about. And I need to get our Frank and Jaggy out and about, but it's going to be a really good time. So some information coming. It's October 13th.
Yes.
And so that is a Thursday. Our students do not have school on Friday. So that's the reason we're doing it Thursday night. So there is no school on Friday. That actually is a professional development day for our teachers. So so keep that in mind for Frank and Jaggy's Big Green Trunk or Treat. It's from 6 to 8. And we do need more people to volunteer for having a trunk decorated. And what we ask for the trunk decorated is that we are reusing items. So basically we are, what do they call it? Upselling? It's not upselling.
Upcycling, you know, yes, like using found items, and, you know, just making it out of found items, upcycling, things like that to decorate your trunk. You can sign up. We have a Chatter Up link for the sign up for, you know, wanting to get to reserve your space for your trunk. It doesn't cost anything to do that. We're just using Chatter Up as a platform to get all the information and keep track of everything. You are able to, we also are having tables available to businesses. If you want to have a table and, you know, tell people a little bit more about your business, we have that availability on that Chatter Up link as well. You can find the Chatter Up link. It's posted with all of the trunk or treat posts in Dojo and Facebook and things like that. And we can post it again just so it's easier for people to find as well. But you're going to want to, if you want to participate with the trunk or treat, come get your trunk decorated, hand out candy, maybe play a game. You're going to want to sign up in that Chatter Up link for us, please.
Yes, and we do have candy monsters on campus, and you'll be hearing more about that. But if you cannot participate in trunk or treat on a Thursday evening, we understand. We are also asking that we donate some candy for those people that are having trunks open, because we want to provide everyone with candy and not have to spend too much money, especially as we're upcycling and really trying to show that we can create a spooky environment using the recyclables. And then of course they'll all be recycled, but we want to decorate with those and really use our imagination and make this such a great fun time here at HL Johnson on that Thursday night.
Yeah, so many of the kids are so excited that we're bringing this back because they missed out on it the last few years. And we're really excited about it too. And we just want as many people to participate with their trunks and coming out and, you know, handing out the cane for the kids and just making it a super fun night. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have photo ops. You know, just all the kids always have fun whenever they come out to these events regardless. So, you know, obviously costumes and games and candy and all those fun things.
Yes, yes, we want you to have your costume on. So it makes me have to get on top of things earlier.
I know.
I have the costume ready. So start doing that. Think about it. The 13th is going to be here before we know it. It's actually only 10 days away. So definitely get started on that and planning for that, because our trunk or treat is probably one of the first ones around, and we want to make it as safe as possible, as fun as possible, and really make it a family community event. Yes. So yay. And thank you, Rosalind, for putting that Chatter Up link on the comments. It is in the comments. So you can sign up and just be a part of our fun evening.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Anything else we want to talk about?
I don't think so. Did we miss anything? I don't think so. That's a lot already.
It is.
That's a lot. Yes.
Mostly Cherrydale.
Yes, mostly Cherrydale. Make sure you register by Thursday, 2 p.m. It's going to be the last time that I pull the information from the website. And then again, if the entire class registers and shares, meaning you register, you share, the only way we know that you actually shared is someone clicks on the link. The minute someone clicks on the link, it updates for us on our dashboard. So if the entire class does that and we get the entire class roster to do so, everyone in that class wins Rita's on Friday, this Friday. So we even save $3 by doing that. Yes. We're real excited. And of course, Rita's Ice being here the first and third month, they always take care of us and just make it a fun activity for us here at HL2 to finish off those weeks of school for working so hard.
Yeah. The kids love it. I mean, they never get to do it. And for the whole class to be able to win is going to be really fun. And of course, get your goats.
Yes. And you need your goat
items.
Get all the goats. But yes. So let's do that. And remember, once the fundraiser is over, everything is due the same day as trunk or treat. So that's a good way to remember it. Everything is due that same day as far as money, paper orders, online orders. Everything has to be in by the 13th. Then we will calculate and we will see who has the most sales, and whatever class that is will win the cookie ice cream sandwich party in the lunchroom. So that's exciting.
I remembered one thing I wanted to talk about is shipping
Yes.
really quick. So shipping, you have the option when you're shopping online, and if it's a non-refrigerated item, you have the option to ship it to your home or to the school to pick up. If it is a refrigerated item, like the cookie dough, and I think there's like some pizza type things too, frozen items, those are only for pickup at the school. The items shipped to the school about 3 to 4 weeks after after our fundraiser is over, and we, get everything in, they'll tell us, when we're getting it, and we will set up a time frame at the school for you to come by and pick up your items. Last year we did it from the cafeteria. That worked pretty well. But we'll, let you know when it gets a little bit closer. But those items that are cold only have to be picked up by the school, and they cannot ship. So if you have a friend or a family member in another state or something that wants cookie dough, they wouldn't be able to have that shipped to their home. So it doesn't work like that. And also, I believe there's not any international shipping at this time. So those are a couple notes on shipping.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, I am glad you brought that up because that is very important. I know we have lots of family members probably all over, but the cold items, they have to be picked up. They have to be.
Yep.
All right.
I think we covered most. Anybody has questions?
Out of the country.
You broke up, Rosalind. Try one more time.
Also, anybody that is, if you have family. Can you hear me now?
No. Try again.
Yes.
Yes, try again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I good? Okay.
Yes, try.
Yeah. And so for those that have family members outside of the country, unfortunately, the website will not work. So if they want to just give money directly to you, and then that you can go ahead and sign up and then use that as the donation, that would be fine too. But unfortunately, in order to do the donation, you have to have a U.S. billing address.
Yes. Yep. But otherwise, they made it pretty easy with the shopping online. It's really nice to be able to just go online, shop, pay, done. Goes directly to your dashboard. Your student gets credit for it. Also, if you have more than one student, you don't have to worry about people shopping for items and like, oh, well, Susie gets one and Bobby gets one. And, it automatically separates the items evenly for your students across the dashboard. So you don't have to worry about trying to get credits for each student separately and trying to make that even with the purchases from whoever purchases for you. It does it automatically for you this year, which is nice.
Excellent. I hope that was helpful. Again, it's all really, www.shopfund.com. That's where it all starts off. H.L. space Johnson PTO, and then it will pop up. But the minute you do H.L, it pops up for you, and put in information. And again, just for registering, you do get your bracelet. Make sure you're using the coupons as things sell to make sure you're getting your goats, because we want our kiddos to have all the things that they're looking for. So make sure you do that. And I just really thank you for your time. And again, yes, reach out if you have a question. We want this to be as easy as possible. And we do also want you to know the importance of this fundraiser. It really does a lot for us at HL Johnson. It's our major fundraiser here. So thank you very much for supporting us at all times. And we look forward to seeing you a lot this October, especially at Trunk or Treat. So yay. Thank you, everyone. And have a great day. And again, sorry to get you in the middle of the day, but we wanted to get this information out.
Yes.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.